Well, today hanging out with you guys at a local open space near the house, and just want to discuss with you really a re-innovation. You know, can companies really re-innovate themselves, particularly when they have in a lot of ways set the standard for an industry? Maxpedition for years has really been the trendsetter in sling bags of all types, regardless if it's like their gear slingers. I believe it was the Sitka, they have their VersaPacks, I mean all those type of bags, and they really were kind of the dominating force in the market to make other companies begin to explore that world of over-the-shoulder carry bags. So when I got my hands on the Maxpedition Gridflux, which is a new design and a new kind of take on their shoulder sling bags, that's what I had in mind. You know, can Maxpedition really reinvent themselves and re-innovate? So that's what we're going to be looking at with this bag and just what it has to offer. And I got to tell you, I believe that there are a lot of things that are going to really stand out to you that a lot of other companies aren't doing with this new design in the sling bag when it comes to the Gridflux design. So let's go ahead, jump into it, see what this thing has to offer, see if Maxpedition has been able to re-energize and reinvent themselves when it comes to the domination of the sling bag market. So with this style of bag that Maxpedition is going to, there's two different blends of nylon that they're using. The first in certain areas you're going to see here is 500 denier hex weaved, so it's extra tough against tearing and ripping, but at 500 denier it's going to be lighter weight than some of the older 1000 denier bags that were just fully 1000 denier. And then you'll see where it transitions in here. This is the 1000 denier nylon that both are going to be Teflon coated, but in certain areas you'll see that underneath here again is the hex 500, and then we got 1000 in here, 1000 along the sides, but then hex up here near the top, and again on some of the different points. So on the heavier duty points where they felt like there was going to be a lot of wear and tear, they did 1000 blending into 500 where they could cut down on weight. I love that companies are thinking like that and trying to think outside the box to cut down on weight, but at the same time still give us that durability. And because of that, that's going to cut down on the overall weight. This bag overall weighs 2.8 pounds, so it's going to come in at under 3 pounds, which is really nice for the size of that 18 liters or 1,100 cubic inches in overall dimensions. And then the overall height is going to be 18 inches as well. So you're getting a lot of bag here at a pretty lightweight, you know, carry weight, which is awesome. We'll have a full description of all of the dimensions of every pocket dimension and everything like that in the description below. We'll have that copied over if you need very specifics, if you're trying to fit certain items in a certain pockets or things like that. So Maxpedition has lately been doing this type of hard, rigid pouch on a lot of their organizers and a lot of their bags in general, and I love it. It's this really dense material. It's not going to flex or give into pressure. We got two big loops right here with our zippers. It's going to open into almost a full clamshell, and you can see there I've got a pair of shooting glasses. It's fleece lined, and then we just have a little elastic kind of see-through pouch here. I got, you know, some Fig Newtons. I think I got a little flashlight and a thumb drive in there as well, but I love that feature. And then again, we got that nice morale patch Velcro area right here. Super innovative with this water bottle sleeve as well. It's a total hideaway or is fully capacitated at a 32-ounce Nalgene. Now, with it being a shoulder sling, that's going to be a lot of weight on that side and on your shoulder. I would recommend going with more of like a 20-ounce water bottle. That's what I've regularly been carrying, but I just wanted to show you for demonstration here. It will fit my 32-ounce Nalgene. We've got this nice elastic band here as well with that good kind of rubberized textured tab to kind of keep it all in place so that it won't fall off and fall out, because when you sling it in front of you, the water bottle is below you near your belt. So just keep that in consideration as well. So you can't really see it when you're getting it out, but you just have to feel for it. But if for some reason you don't want a water bottle at all and you want to kind of make this a little bit more flush, a little more streamlined, there is a zipper, zips this bad boy up, and now it's a lot more flush on the body of the bag, hiding everything away, and it's even kind of got like that little slim pouch now. You could sleeve and slip something in there that way. So folks, I want to discuss the stabilizer strap and the shoulder strap with you. Now, as you see here, I just have the main strap on my arm and over my shoulder. This is how I normally carried it. I set this thing up for my EDC for about 3 weeks, carried it daily with about 10 pounds plus the bag in it. So had a lot of weight in here, used it daily, and this is how I carried it, not really engaging the stabilizer strap that we'll look at in a minute, because I didn't have very far to walk. I was usually just going from car to the office, maybe going, a quarter mile down the street, something like that. If you're going to be doing a lot of trekking, you definitely will want to engage the stabilizer strap. Now the strap itself here is engaged to the body of the bag, holds it really nice up against your back, which is really important. Coming along here, good padding, so it's going to be able to carry that load very well. And then it comes down into your stabilizer strap portion right here. And then we do have MOLLE attachment back here as well. So in the way that I'm carrying it right now, it's a little low. So with the stabilizer strap, it'll actually be up here. And with this PALS webbing, you'll be able to attach small pouches if you wanted to have something that has quick access, like a magazine pouch or something like that. Now there is a quick release right here, so if you needed to completely dump the bag like so, you could easily do that. So you guys can see there's a ton of extra nylon, and this is like seatbelt grade quality nylon, super heavy duty like we expect from Maxpedition, very good quality. And we have a little elastic keeper right here for all of the extra nylon that you may have, because I'm a big guy, about 6'2", about 215, and I got tons of room on this nylon strap to spare. So now I'm going to go ahead and engage the stabilizer strap. Now it's nice that they have a hideaway, tuck away pocket, so if you're not using it like I did for the most part, you can easily keep it away and it's not going to go anywhere. But if you want to engage it, you can easily get your thumb in there, pull it out, and then we can engage the system and cinch it down. And now that's going to really help to distribute the load better if I got a long distance to go. But I can't pull it around my body without disengaging this strap right here. So it does have a quick release button that I can just click. It removes it, and then I can swing it around to gain access to the front of the pack. And I do want to discuss just briefly with you where I really feel a sling bag fits into my system, so you can determine if it fits inside your systems. I believe that sling bags really work for the person that needs to get in and out of their gear a lot. You just seem to always be in and out of your bag, and you hate putting your backpack down, digging through it. You want something you can whip around, dig in, and get out. Some people who do a lot of firearm training, and you want a small bag with you, and so you can have a shoulder clear. This allows me to mount an AR or a rifle, and it doesn't get in the way because I have my proper dominant shoulder accessible, as well as people who travel overseas a lot, or you're on commuters and commuter trains, that type of thing, subways, so that you can whip it around, have it right in front of you, and then when it's time to go, boom, you just sling it right back over. The places that I don't really see a lot of usefulness is really in the outdoors. Now we're just in a little open space near the house, but I've tried doing hikes with these, and for the systems that I do, where I carry usually between 15 to 20 pounds easy on even a light day hike, just because of the systems that I use, it tends to fatigue that one shoulder when you're going miles and miles with a large, heavy load. I would say over 15 pounds. If you're doing over 15 pounds in your load, you're definitely going to wear out your dominant shoulder or your non-dominant shoulder that the bag is on. So that's something just to think through the processes. How much gear are you carrying, and how long do you carry that gear from place to place? If you have a 10-mile, hike, either to the office or to, whatever your destination may be, your shoulder is going to be really worn out by the time you get there versus a backpack. So those are just pros and cons that you need to consider when you are deciding if a sling bag is the right bag to deploy in your systems, and what system it would be best, EDC around town or hiking or something else like that. Now I want to hit price point with you here on the bag. Now this is going to go between $125 and $135, just depending on the color combinations, which I believe is really actually crazy. I was expecting this to be more like $150 to $175. So the fact that they can bring it in around the $125 price is amazing. We will have links in the description below over to Amazon. So that's always a great way to help support the channel, helps us do videos just like this, get out here and test it, show you pros and cons, and walk you through gear just like this. When you guys use those links, we get a small kickback from Amazon. So we always appreciate it when you guys use those links. And I do want to thank Maxpedition for their willingness to send this over to us. I tested this out at SHOT Show, saw it. I said, man, I got to get my hands on one of these, and they were willing to send one over for us to test out, for you, the viewers, to see both pros and cons and whether or not it will fit inside one of your guys' systems. Now, on the outer wall of this big main organizing pouch are this laser laser cut, excuse me, I was going to say laser engraved, laser cut MOLLE, so you could attach more organizers here to the outside if you want to. I love it because it's very technical looking, it looks unobtrusive, it's not heavy, it's lightweight, it's very tough and durable, and it doesn't scream tactical. So I really like that a lot, that Maxpedition is moving to this type of style versus the tacked out MOLLE look and feel, which not only weighs down the bag, but just gives it a more tactical look that a lot of people aren't looking for. They want to be gray man, low profile. This whole bag and the MOLLE that they have offered with this new type of rubberized, I believe it's a TPU material, is awesome. Now we got two Ykk zippers again with the nice loops right there. Going to zip all the way around. Now again, the bag would be in front of you like so when you're doing this, so it's going to open fully on this side and then about 2/3 of the way over here. So then you're going to be able to fold this guy down like that. And now it's got kind of an angled system. So again, it's supposed to be accessed with it on the front of you, and so that you can see what's going on and not have to remove the bag, which is awesome, and that's the benefit to sling bags. Now on this panel back here is just a lightweight see-through mesh with a pocket and a nice zipper, so you could put documents that you need to see, thin, smaller things like a wallet, something like that. Over here we have some organization stripping. So I got some pens, we got a pocket knife, a box cutter, we got our key keeper, which is always nice, and then a really nice angled pouch back here. I've got my compact Bible in there so I can do my reading and things like that, and stuffs it right into place. And you can get all kinds of smaller compact things in this organizer pouch and panel area. So on the opposite side of the water bottle is again a 2-stage PALS webbing type of attachment here. So depending on how you're going to use this bag, if it's around town, you could do organizing pouches, things like that. You could even do some shock cord and maybe do like a tripod or something like that if you wanted to do something along those lines. Or if you're using this more for outdoors use, you could do a fixed blade. You could even do like a full-size machete along this side. So lots of versatility right there, and again, doesn't look tactical and is pretty low profile. Now we got our two zippers here with the nice huge finger loops. It does have a luggage lock as well, so if you do want to run a little lock through there, you can do that. This thing's going to run and open up about halfway for the whole compartment there. So as you can see, that you can get into. Now this compartment here is going to be 3.5 inches wide. It's going to be 10 inches long, and then it's going to be 17.5 inches overall. And again, this full compartment, it's going to be an 18-liter bag overall. So I mean, we got a lot going on in the sense of what the dimensions are and the capability inside this main compartment right here. So I have a Gorilla Pod. I've got one of Maxpedition's organizers. Did a video on this. This thing's awesome. You can carry a lot more gear in there. I've got one of my favorite lightweight jackets from Outdoor Research. And then we have all of this, and this is all stacked out with organization as well. On the back side here, we just have this little see-through mesh pocket that could fit a full-size double-stack magazine. So you could do lots in there, and there is a shock cord. This is on the other side of the water bottle sleeve, so you could attach some stuff there. Up here, there are two stretch attachments, so you can do carabiners, hang stuff down. Now, there is no place for a water bladder. Take that into consideration, that it was really designed for. So if you want to hang a water bladder from there, you could. It would definitely fit smaller water bladders like the 70-ounce ones, but there is no port to feed it through, so you'd have to feed it through with the zipper. Now this is one of the coolest features to me, is this padded kind of hideaway pocket for your tablets. We have a zipper in here, unzips, these are actually dual running, and it is padded, so if you were to drop it, it would give it some protection. And I have a full-size iPad Air with a keyboard hanging out in there, no problem. So that is awesome. And then on the other panel here, we have some see-through, so you can kind of see what's going on. Two different sized pockets. This one is going to be a little bit bigger, and then there's a stitching down right here. Then this one's a little bit smaller, and then behind that, another organizer that's fleece lined. And here I have How to Start Water with Fire. This is a great book. We're going to be doing some videos based off of that book in the near future. But you could do all kinds of different stuff, Velcro backed organizers, all sorts of different things, and it's nice and fleeced and kind of a Velcro hook and loop back in here as well. So tons of organization as well as size to work with. So we have another pocket right here that's kind of on the wing of your shoulder strap down by where it attaches below. Big hook right there, but I don't really know what you're going to put in there. This is way too small for a wallet, pistol magazine, even really most pocket knives. You could get like a really small multi-tool, like a Bic lighter, maybe a really compact hand sanitizer, some cash, maybe 1 or 2 credit cards. That's about it. So this is a very small compartment. I didn't really use it for anything. It was just a little too tiny for my needs and what I look to throw inside something of this size. Now behind that wing is the concealed carry compartment. Large zipper, runs real quick, real smooth, really good large finger loop right here so you can grab that. And then it's a large compartment with some hook and loop back here so that you could do your pistol. Now it's pretty thin and there's no real like rigidness in between this outer panel in here. There's not like a piece of plastic in here to give it some rigidness. So if you're going to carry a full size, you know, pistol in here, you will definitely feel it in your back. I tested it out and I knew that it was there. So just kind of keep that in consideration. You know, a single stack, more compact pistol would be better and you wouldn't feel it as much, but that is something just to note. It will fit absolutely a full size pistol. Just know that you'll be feeling it through the bag because there's no rigid plastic, like, you know, board or anything in between the cushion and that pocket. Well, folks, there you have it. In conclusion, you know, there are a few little things here and there that I would like to see just tweaked, and it was mostly just with zipper placement and just some of the little goofiness with the pocket. But other than that, I'll say that Maxpedition has absolutely been able to transform themselves, go back to the drawing board and produce something totally unique, brand new, and something that I'm not seeing really any other companies offer with some of its features and tweaking of the design. So if you are looking for that over-the-shoulder, you know, sling bag design, I think that this Gridflux and a couple of their other designs that are similar, you just have to kind of pick the layout, I think have a lot to offer in the more low profile but high value and as well as high organization in ways that other companies just really aren't doing right now that I'm not seeing on the market, which is awesome that Maxpedition has been able to do that. You know, they haven't just plateaued, they continue reinventing themselves. So guys, thank you so much for coming over here today, checking out the channel. Please subscribe, comment, like, share this video. Love to hear your guys' thoughts, any questions that you have. I'll answer in the comments below. And always remember, stay equipped, stay prepared. See you out there.